This is a tool that I use on every single mission trip I go on. And it's actually a lot simpler than you think. I want to talk about how this tool will change how you do and remember your mission trips. Hi, hello there. My name is Amanda. I am a short-term missionary and a mom, and I'm literally fighting for my life. It is back to school time, and I got one of those fun back to school colds. My son's not even old enough to be in school. I don't know how I managed this, but here we are. So excuse me if I sound nasally. I just really wanted to film this video because it's on my mind, and I won't let a little cold stop me. It might pause me though. So what is this? This is just a journal. I have lots of journals over here. These are lots of different journals over the years that I've used. And the reason I keep journals, even though I'm actually really bad at consistently keeping them, is because they help me remember some of the most important moments in my life. I have my phone, I take pictures and videos of things. There's something very cathartic about writing out the things that God is doing in your life and looking back at them later and saying, wow, God, you did some really cool things. And I think it's incredibly important when you're going on a trip is to find a way to capture those moments each and every day. It doesn't have to be a journal. It can be a voice note or a video you record for yourself. But I do like the textile part of this, the physicality of opening up your journal and looking back at the cool things that God has done. I lost my passport. Oh no. This thing has fallen off like 7 times. When you open up this journal, this is from my most recent mission trip, the first thing I see is me writing while I'm sitting on the bus. I don't really remember that first day. I remember that this was the day that we did our prayer fortress type thing. We prayed and welcomed God into our trip, but I don't think I would have remembered the moment, the prayer that I had there. It goes on and on like that in the mornings when I'm doing my Bible study. Later on, when I had words to say, things that I felt bad about, things that I felt great about. I also have this wonderful page, which I am going to start doing on every trip, which is the miracles of the trip. I think that some of these miracles I will always remember because this was a big part of the trip for me and my growth. I also have stuff from the second prayer fortress that we did, a moment where God reminded me that the last time I was in El Salvador, I was praying for my future child, that I had spent time in 2023 crying out to the Lord because we'd been trying to get pregnant and we hadn't gotten pregnant yet. And I found out just a month after this trip that I was pregnant. I had poured my heart out to him in 2023. He listened and he answered. And that's why these things are important. This one's not fancy. It's literally just blank pages. I decorated the front with some really cool stuff, some stickers that I probably need to glue back on because they're not sticking super well. I lost my passport. Oh no. I have a quote written on the back, but my notes aren't fancy. They're not beautiful. Like, they're literally just words on a page written in different colors or highlighted. There's nothing incredibly artistic necessarily about this, and I can look back, especially as I'm preparing for this trip in October that I'm going on, I can look back and see the things that God did and see the things that God was pulling me through. I have notes from when I got home, like the weekend after, as I dealt with the debriefing of the trip and those feelings that always associate themselves with coming home and seeing an unchanged world after experiencing so much life-changing, powerful moments of God. This is by far the best tool you can bring on a mission trip outside of your Bible. This thing is so beautiful and so powerful, and I have so many of them filled with these moments. They show me the growth I've had in my own walk with God, and I think that is absolutely beautiful. And I think that if you go on a mission trip and you don't journal in one way or another, you really are missing out on the wonderful, wonderful things that God has for you. Am I perfect at journaling? No. Do I journal a lot when I get home? Probably not as much as I should, but I definitely journal every single day I'm on a mission trip. And if this is too hard for you, I am dyslexic, I get it, writing is hard. You can do a voice memo, getting your thoughts out in a way that will not condemn you or make you feel bad, but just to put words down that says, I'm filled with sadness right now. My heart breaks for this community. I feel very ugly in my words. I wish that I could just show people my love. I wish I could show people your love. Like, the rawness of those moments can only be captured when you're writing in a journal or recording in a voice note. So please do not skip on this tool. It is one of the best tools that you can have and bring on your mission trip. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It lets me know you want to see more content like this. And if you have a cool journal that you like, or a different way that you journal that has been really helpful, especially on mission trips, leave those tips and tricks down below. I look forward to reading and learning more about your journaling habits and ways that you remember all those really cool things that God is doing in your life. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.